And if you're vegan, we've got the V-Spot. Hey up, I'm a Nottingham lass, and I want to ask you a question. Is Sherwood now a great place to hang out in Nottingham? You see, Sherwood has now morphed into this really cool place. It used to be a really boring, dull little high street, but now we can call it the Sherwood Strip. Yes, the golden strip of Sherwood. Lots of people are now saying, hey, I'm going on a night out in Sherwood. A few years ago, that would have never happened. Believe me. There used to be a couple of old rundown pubs and a few tired restaurants, but now just 5 minutes from the city on a bus or driving your car, and it's free parking, unlike going into the city centre or West Bridgeford. It's just the place to go now, and I'll show you what it's like. Okay, so next to the free parking, they've got this huge gym called The Gym. It actually used to be an old co-op, so it's pretty big inside. It's open 24 hours a day, so you can go there at 3 in the morning if you fancy it, but I certainly won't be doing that. So walking through, we've got the Stone's Throw for cards and gifts, a really cute little place. And just across the road, we've got a new vintage emporium called Whittle and Wolf. But enough of stuff like that, let's talk about food and drink. So everyone's talking about the Bakehouse. It's such a cool rustic cafe. And they've got tapas on Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays. Everyone is raving about the food. Then right next door, we've got the Crimson Tree, which is another cafe in a vintage sort of style. Look at this lovely entrance. It's just beautiful. I love the yellow door. Anyway, then there's Holland and Barrett for all your bits. And then right next door, we've got Rick Shaw. Get it? Yeah, Indian street food, yummy. And then there's Hugo's for creative cocktails. They've got strawberry mojitos for £6. I had a little chat with Catherine, the owner. When I was filming, she rushed out to see what I was doing. She didn't want to be on camera, but she told me that Hugo's is named after her little boy. Aww, lucky old Hugo having a cocktail bar named after him. That's pretty cool. Next door, we've got Pizza Hut and a post office. You don't get many of those in Nottingham. Right next door to the post office, we have this beautiful shop. It sells global gifts and homeware, and it's called Elephant. So you see, if you want to go to India and the Far East, but you don't want to buy all these souvenirs, just nip to Elephant and get them. The shop's full of them. Of course, Sherwood's got his fair share of charity shops. Have you heard of Jinza Teppanyaki? Yes, it's an old established Japanese restaurant here in the heart of Sherwood. It's been going ever since I can remember, and it's highly rated. They've got a huge menu. Yum, 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 I must try it sometime. Then you've got Mark and Dana's for some fine English dining. You know, white tablecloths and stuff. But then, just next door, a bit more down to earth, you've got Umor's. They do kebabs, burgers and pizzas. It's bright and cheerful and really super clean. And then, well hey, we've got the Pudding Pantry. I love the decor, it's turquoise. Anyway, every Saturday they have a movie night with movie themed menus and gourmet popcorn. And I love the sign in the window. You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream. Ha ha ha. Anyway, moving on, we've got Mr. Thai Food. He's cheap and cheerful. And then next door, oh my god, we've got Raki Rakas. This is an amazing Turkish restaurant and it's been going for like 2 years now. Anyway, it's run by Ali and Stimal, and they're adding more space upstairs and a terrace at the back, and they are super enthusiastic about everything. A friend of mine's been in and she said it was fantastic. Next to there, we've got the Mistral. It's French. It's a bar and bistro. It's really intimate inside, and they do an amazing fixed price lunch. Been there a few times, you've got to check it out. Just down from the Mistral is MAZZI. She's got a beautiful boutique. In fact, she lives near me, and she's now doing girls' clothes, and she's so helpful in making you look great in her clothes. Anyway, what high street wouldn't be complete without a Wetherspoons? So Sherwood's is in a converted bus depot. It's called Samuel Hall, and for about £3.50 you can get breakfast and a bottomless cup of coffee. So of course you get loads of people in there working on their laptops, because it's better to sit there at work than put the heating on at home. A lot of self-employed people go there. Just down from there we've got Craftworks on the corner. They do craft beers, very exclusive. Just farther down we've got Sagar. This is for a fine Indian dining experience. I went there with my mum Deb and we had a fantastic meal. It's quite splendid inside, they've just done it up, and the tablecloths are crisp white. So yeah, Sherwood's got its own library, and you'll notice this little robin here. So Sherwood bought 2 robins to decorate the place. Just farther up we've got Willow House, the best Chinese takeaway in town. They're very friendly in there, and their vegetarian spring rolls are to die for. Next to them we've got Crafty Teller, which is an independent bar. They do tapas, cocktails and stuff like that. Really is quite cool inside. It's a must visit place. Then we have delightful desserts. Indulge yourself with coffee and desserts. And then of course there's the Sherwood. It's a rough old pub where you can watch live sport. Enough said. Now Anea, it's a highly exclusive Polish restaurant. I think it's won awards. We opened the door to have a look in and it was absolutely packed. Well, the owner came out to see what we were doing. So I said she was gonna be on my vlog. Next door to that we've got a tattoo and piercing shop called Incredible Ink. We've got A&W, a Caribbean calf to try out. Then there's Ozan, an international food store. And they've got this amazing freshly baked bread in there. We just bought some and it's absolutely delicious. Of course, Sherwood has got a Boots and an Italian restaurant called La Capanna. It's been there years. And then next door to that we've got Sunita's Flower Shop. It's just beautiful. If you fancy Chinese and Thai, we've got Chopsticks. And if you're vegan, we've got the V-Spot. And another robin to say hello to. There's Nibbles for hot lunchtime grub to take away. And then there's Dev's favourite shop, a room full of butterflies. It's an art gallery with knickknacks. Deb, my mum, wants everything in there. Fancy an Indian takeaway? We've got masala. Of course, we've got a Wilco. Next door, which is always bustling and busy, is Chino's, but with 2 C's. Anyway, you can take your dog in there. And finally, just up the road is Jenkins, a cool and friendly bar. So that's it. That's Sherwood. What do you think about Sherwood? Is it on a par with West Bridgeford? Has it caught West Bridgeford up yet? Would you rather go to Sherwood or go to town? Of course, Sherwood is going to be a lot cheaper than town. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon.